So hello everyone, this is first tutorial on Eclipse IDE. In this tutorial we will cover how to customize your workbench window according to your requirements. So also we will cover these topics you can see on the screen. So let's see in practical session. So hello everyone, this is Eclipse workspace, Eclipse IDE. You can see the major visible parts of an Eclipse windows, like this is menu bar, or this is toolbar, this is view, and these are also view, and this is editor area. You can see the editor area is usually surrounded by multiple views, and in general editors are used to edit the project data and views are used to view the project metadata. So you can see on the screen some views, editor area, menu bar and toolbars. Actually this is called perspective, and Eclipse perspective is the name given to an initial collection and arrangement of views and an editor area. So by default Java is default perspective is active, and you can open more perspective. You can use this button on toolbar, otherwise you can use go to window and perspective and open. These two perspectives are available in this list, otherwise you can click other, and this dialog box shows the list of available perspectives. You can see the Java is default perspective. If you want to add more perspective, click on the perspective and open. You can see resource perspective has been opened. So you can see an Eclipse window can have multiple perspective open it, but only one perspective is active at any point of time. Like now resource perspective is active. If you want to switch between two perspective, like you want to active Java perspective, then click on the name of the perspective. So now Java perspective is active. If you want to close any one perspective, like now I want to close resource perspective, and right click on the name of perspective and close it, and you can see resource perspective has been closed. Now you can see two perspectives are available. One is debug and other is Java. Now Java perspective is active. Actually you can see views and toolbar menu bars available in Java perspective are not fixed, you can customize according to your requirement. Like if you want to change the location of console view, every view is placed in view folder. Like if you want to change the console view from this view folder to this view folder, you can left click on the name of the view and drag it and release it. So you can see console view has been moved, and you can see it's a new view folder. Every view folder has a minimize and maximize button, so every view placed in view folder. So after that, if you want to back here, same process, left click and hold and drag and release the button, and you can see console is in this view folder. So if you want to close any view, you can click on like Java doc, you can active that view and click on the close, and now you can see Java doc view has been closed. If you want to minimize and want to extend the work area, like minimize it, and you can minimize all view folder. All view folder have been minimized, and whole screen becomes your work area. You can edit your project and you can type new source code. And if you want to restore, you can click on restore button, outline view restored, and problem and console views both are restored, and you can Package Explorer view has been restored. So you can see, if you want to customize this menu bar you can do, and if you want to customize this toolbar you can also do. First I'll start from for customization of perspective we need a customized perspective dialog box. So for that dialog box, first go to window, then perspective, then customize perspective. So first tab is toolbar visibility. The toolbar visibility tab can be used to determine which icon are visible on the toolbar when a perspective is active. If you want to edit icons on toolbar, then check it and apply and close. You can see some icons are available on toolbar about it. Okay, if you want add, and second one is menu visibility. If you want to remove any icons from toolbar you can uncheck it. Now I am going to uncheck edit again, and you can see these two icons will be removed. Now you can see here's no icon related to edit. And if you want to add menu items in menu bar, then you can add, like if you remove any item from menu bar you can remove. If you want to add you can add, like I want to remove search, apply and close. You can see there is no search menu available in menu bar. And if you want to back you can do with the help of a customized perspective. Okay, so customized perspective, and we'll search menu and click on search and apply and close. You can see search menu is available on menu bar. After that you can add some items and remove items from these list, like these menus, like now in new menu, sub menu, these items are available. If you want to remove and add more items you can do it with the help of customized perspective. Go to window and perspective and customize perspective, and then shortcut and new. No, at this point, time now general and Java related items are available, like these menu are available on the new menu. If you want to add like Git related, like Maven, you can click and check it and apply and close. You can see in Maven module and Maven projects related menus are available, and Git related also available. You can, if you want to remove any menu from this new sub menu you can remove. And after that you can, if you want to increase this list, perspective list, open perspective list, you can increase. If you want to delete these items you can delete. Go to customize, then shortcut, then open perspective. You can see debug and Java browsing perspectives are second. And if you want to Git and Java, then apply and close. You can see perspective open. 4 perspectives are available in this list. If you want to remove you can remove. Next one is you can show view, and in show view menu, sub menu, you can see some lists of views. If you want to add or delete items in this list you can go to perspective and customize perspective, and then go to shortcut and then go to show view. Now you can see Ant, General, Java, and just the views related of these perspectives are available. But if you want to Maven, okay, and Git, okay, apply and close. Now you can see the list will be increased, like go to and show view, and list has been increased. Now you can see. Now you can in customization you can add more windows according new window, multiple windows you can use in your single project. Like for that you can go to window and new window. You can see new window has been opened, and in new window each window can have a different perspective open in them. You can, by default it is Java perspective is active. If you want to open new perspective, go to window and perspective and open and debug. You can see in new window debug perspective is active. So in the window showing the Java perspective can be used for editing purpose, and window showing the debug perspective can be used for debugging the application being developed. So in same application you can use multiple windows. And after that I want to discuss a little bit about menus. And now this is the first menu, file menu. In the file menu, the file menu allows you to open files for editing, close editors, save editors, content, and rename files. And among the other thing, it also allows you to import and export workspace content and shut down Eclipse. In the file menu you can see switch workspace is also available. You can switch your workspace. Like by default at the time of installation, that time you have chosen this workspace, and if you want to change you can change, and go to browse and select the new workspace. And now I want to cancel because I don't want to change. And after that, if change the workspace, you can launch again. Your Eclipse ID will be launched after the workspace changed. Okay, now cancel it. Second menu is edit menu, and you can see in the edit menu item like copy and paste, undo, redo. These items are related from your work area, and you can edit your code and copy and paste. Next is navigate. The navigate menu allows you to quickly locate resource and navigate to the item in workspace. Okay, and the search menu presents item that allow you to search the workspace for files that contain specific data. You can search from workspace according to name of the file and according to your content of file. Okay, so next one is project menu. The menu item related to building a project can be found on the project menu. You can open project, you can close project, you can build your project, build automatically, generate Java docs. Related items are available. We will use these build working set and build automatically. I will show you how to use. And next one is run. And in run menu, items on the run menu allows you to start a program in the run mode or debug mode. After that window, and you can see on screen new window and window related items are available. And this menu allows you to open and close views and perspective, and it also allows you to bring up the preferences dialog box, like we have already used, like show view, perspective, and preferences we will use and I actually the help menu can be used to bring up the help window. You can search Eclipse user storage problem setter, check up updates, install new software if you want to plugins, new installation you want. You can check Eclipse marketplace and about Eclipse IDE. It will show you version of Eclipse and you can donate, you can contribute. So after customize environment, your workbench window is ready. Now let's create a Java project. You can click create a Java project, otherwise you can go to new, then Java project, otherwise go to file, new and Java project. So this is the first phase, a new project wizard, and give the name to project. Like I want to give my first project and use default location for your workspace. Okay, and JRE, and use an execution environment JRE system. Use it is leave it default. If you want to change, you can change, otherwise next is project layout, and project layout default is selected. Create separate folder for source and class file. It's okay, don't change it. And there are two buttons, next and finish. If you want to create, you can finish. Other if you want to check the build setting of your project, you can click the next. So Java setting, the Java build setting, like setting the project dependency and adding additional jar files of the build path. If you are using additional jar files, like this is the first one is source, where your source code, and this is the project module path and class path we will set, and this is the library we have already selected JRE system, and order and export we are not using here, and module dependency no need for this project. And in library, if you are using jar files that are exist in same workspace, then you can add jar. Otherwise, if your jar file is elsewhere, and you can add external jars if you are using your project. Otherwise, your source Java build setting is already setting, because at the time of creating. And now click on finish, and this is a module name, my first project. You can otherwise you can change, because this is module name, my first. Okay, create it. Now you can see the package explorer show the newly created Java project, and the folder that represent the project is decorated with J, and folder is source folder is also decorated. Now we will create package, because if you skip this, and default packs will be created by Java Eclipse IDE. So for the package we will use new Java package wizard. For that, right click on anywhere in package explorer and click new and select package, and after you can use this icon also, new package on toolbar. Otherwise you can click on new and package and click on file, then new, then package. There are 4 ways you can create package, and this is the new package wizard, and give the name to your package, my pack. Now we will create a class file. Like again, you can right click anywhere in package explorer, new and class, and otherwise you can go to new and go to file, then new, you can create class. and new Java class under source folder my first package source and package my pack, and give the name to class like demo. My first class, you can say my first class, and modifier is public, leave it, and we don't need interface. And so which method stubs you like to create? So we need public static void main because it is a starting point, and finish. Now we want, I add one statement to show you system.out.println. This is my first project in Eclipse IDE. If you want to add more folder into your project, you can do, and for this you can right click and new and folder, and give the name to folder and select the parent folder. Like you can want to save this folder into my project, leave it my folder. This is the name of your folder. You can change according to your requirement. Now I want to, if you want to create any simple text file, you can create new simple file, and simple file, my file has been added in your projects. Now it's time to create build paths. Check your build paths. So for this you go to project and right click on the project name and go to property, and in the left pane you can select Java build paths. And in Java build path, this is the common requirement seen while developing Java application, is to add existing jars to the Java build path. For this you can choose this library tab, and if your jar is in same place, if you are using jar files into your project and they are in same place, like in the same workspace, then go to add jar. Otherwise, if your jar files is elsewhere in file system, go to add external jar if you are using for, but in this project we are not using, so we don't need. So apply and close, because we have already selected this at the time of creating the project JRE system library. If this is missing, add this. Okay, and keep in mind and edit if you want to check just execution environment, not workspace default JRE. Okay, finish, apply and close. Now it's time to run your project. You can run your project by default run configuration. If you want to create your own run configuration, you can create, and for this you can go to run and run configuration, and for this create manage and run configuration you can click on Java application, then click on new launch configuration, and this is my name of the my first class. You can change according to your requirement, like my run, leave it. And now project, my first project, argument, no need for argument, JRE system we are using this. Okay, dependency, no dependency, because we are not using JRE, just only JRE library depend upon this, not more than that, because we are not using jar files in our project. Source file, default and environment, variable, no need. And argument, you can say we are not taking program argument and virtual machine argument. You can run your project and show command line and revert it. If you want to in common you want to show this run configuration in debug or run. Debug here, if you want to go to run under run or under debug module, debug menu. If you want to under run, to click it and show, you can run it. Okay, you can run your project from here. You can like run. Okay, so you can see the output of your project. This is my first project in Eclipse. You can run multiple way, like file, click on the right click on the file that contain the main method. Like here in this case, my first class is contain main method, and right click and run as Java application. You can run like this is your output. And second way is go to run and run. Okay, third way is go to here in this button and run my run. You can use control plus F11, it is shortcut key, then you can run. So it is time to create jar file. So a jar Java archive is a package file format typically used to aggregate many Java class files and associate metadata and resources like text and images into one file for distribution purpose. So for this we will use Java file wizard. So go to file, then go to export. So under the Java you can select jar, otherwise you can type here jar, J-A-R, jar, and you can see under Java jar, select it and next. So jar file specification, in this dialog box you can check my first project and exports generated class files and resources. It is default. Select and you can select export Java source files and for resources. So give the name to jar file and browse where you want to save, like my jar, and save and compress the content of the jar file, then click on finish. So this is your jar file. So you can use this jar file for distribution purpose. You can distribute this jar file. So it's time to close your project. Actually an Eclipse workspace can contain any number of projects. A project can be either in the open state or closed state. So why we should close project? Because open project consume memory and take up build time, especially when the clean all projects. So your project is not active, you should close your project. So for this, first we will clean it to project, then click on clean and clean all project, then clean. Okay, so after that select the project if you open multiple project, otherwise no need. Go to project, then close project. You can see the icon is different of closed project, so you can't change the content of closed project. For reopen a closed project in the Package Explorer view, select the project and go to project and open project. Otherwise you can double click on the name of the project, it will be opened. So now you can change the content of your project. I hope you have learned this topic in practical session. So this is the part 1. In part 2 I'll cover more and topic. So I'll see you in part 2. All the best.